Man, that's the Power New Pressure right there this week. Busta Rhymes featuring Chance the Rapper with Hello. And you voted for this. It happens. The voting happens every Fridays. Thursdays you vote for the Power Play. Mondays you vote for the Power Promo Zone. In the studio we've got Paul the Prince.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. I say that all the time. Like, it's Paul the Prince, yeah.
What's good, man?
Hey, what's going on?
And in case you're wondering, he did the headlines.
Yeah, they put me on the spot. I was just here like, yeah, but
comes with guest hosting. That's
on the spot, on the spot right there.
On the spot.
No, but I think that deserves another hand.
Thank you.
That was good.
Nah, I know it's easy, thank you. Yeah. I'd like to thank my mom real quick.
Hi, Mom. All right, so the album dropping on the 31st.
Yes, let me just clarify that quickly. Somebody's been asking me for CDs. Okay, how it's going to work is it's online first. Let me just put that out there. It's online first. Definitely, there's going to be pre-orders after next week. But we're going to have CDs in February. Yeah, so that's the album. It's taken 2 years to put together. 2 years? Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
No, because I was in school. So.
Done now?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm graduating this year now.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you. When I saw my report card, and then I was like, "Is this me though?" Because, the way last year was, I just had too many things going on, eh?
Yeah.
So when I saw my grades, I was like, "Yes, degree, 4 years. It's a 4-year program. I finished in 4 years, so I didn't really slack on anything.
Yeah. Didn't flank.
Nothing. Yeah.
No
nothing.
withdrawals.
No with. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Yeah. Moving on.
We just got started. Man.
All right. So 2015 was a good year for you. What are we looking forward to 2016 away from the album?
Here's the funny thing. If we had this interview last year, in January, I wouldn't have told you I was doing what I was doing basically. I think I'm going in the same mindset. I don't really like to plan stuff. If there's anything I'm planning, it's only to work as harder than I did last year, because I think hard work really did pull through for me, because there's days where you wouldn't sleep, you sleep for 4 hours. I think people don't really know this, but I'm a DJ. I started as DJing first when I went to Namibia in my second year. That was in 2013. So I would be in the club, and then next day you got class. I remember we did Thursday nights because it's a student night for Thursdays. So I would DJ up to 4 o'clock, and then class is at 8:30. So you get home 4:15, and so that was the hustle. Because at the end of the day, I'm really not the kind of person. People think like maybe I come from a very rich house or something. My dad gave me the same amount of money for 4 years. I never asked him for extra because I was working for the rest of it. So it was pretty much finding my way and making my extra money, and then getting to network. And that's pretty much what I think made last year special for me, because all the connections I made over the past 4 years, I think they became very important last year, because then if you need anything, you know who to call. So you met these people in clubs then? These people? No.
You were DJing in the club.
Okay, like let me give you, like, for example, the first major event I did last year was the Namibian Annual Music Awards, the ones I hosted. I did not see the ad. I didn't have a TV. But this girl called me.
How does Paul not have a TV?
I bought a TV later, but that's another story. I bought a TV later, but that's another story for another day. No, I had a TV, but I didn't have NBC. Basically, it's the national broadcaster. You need an area and what. I only had an Xbox. Oh, yes. So it was. This girl called me up and she's like, "Have you seen the ad? There's auditions today for the Namas, and this is at 12 o'clock." And she's saying the auditions are ending at 2. And then I also didn't tell you this, but I was acting in a series. So I was on set, and then my shoot was after 2. So I talked to the director, like, listen, I need to quickly go to NBC and do an audition. But if this girl didn't call me, I wouldn't have done it. I don't know how she thought of me and think, hey, no, I see you speaking in school and what. So maybe you can do the auditions. And I think that's pretty much what happened. So that kind of networking where you really don't exclude yourself. I was more into, cultural integration. Not that kind of, if I'm Zambian, I'm hanging out with Zambians. That's what most people do when you go there. So I got to learn languages and meet new people and just, basically became part of them. That was the beginning of it.
And I think for a lot of us back home, it was like, wow, like, that's a Zambian brother, like, that's our brother, you know what I mean? And you had a number of highlights after that, but coming from you, what was your major highlight for 2015?
I'm still gonna stick to the Trey songs. Okay, Trey song. Can I pick 2? It was the Namibian Annual Music Awards and Trey songs, because it's pretty much the same company. But I never dreamt of doing something on a big stage like that, because this is the biggest music award event there. They had DJs from Uganda, and they had the whole country tuned in, and this is live TV. And the show I did before that was Kids News. So
on movie TV,
exactly. Yeah. And now you see that elevation.
Z Kids News.
Z Kids News. That I would have been preparing for it right about now. But the funny story is I stopped doing it last year, and I was like, okay, no, let me leave it for other people to do it, and I didn't have a plan of what I'm going to do next. So that was just like the breakthrough moment, because when they told me you've made it, and they said, you're the best of the bunch, so you're going to do the nomination show as well. So I did the nomination show and the industry night. So I did two. So from then on, people now, hey, yeah, people who never saw you, now they see you. It's kind of weird.
So that was like your breakthrough.
That was the best moment of last year, and it's not even about the fame or anything. It was the experience.
I would understand too if I met Trey Songz. Yeah, I would. That would be highlights.
Highlights, guys. When you see
that's for me.
It was for me, but that is for me as well, because. I remember telling the director general of MTC, which is a mobile company, they're like, listen, when Trey Songz comes, I need a selfie. And I don't know if he just laughed at me like, haha. And then when the guy came, or could be the week before he came, they called me up, and this is a Thursday. I remember I was playing FIFA that day. I'll never forget that day, because they called me, what are you doing tomorrow morning? And I'm like, Friday morning? No, nothing. I don't have class. Okay, just come to MTC. I need you to host a Trey Songz concert. He said it straight up.
Wow.
And I'm like, you say what now?
Exactly. Like.
I want you to host a Trey Songz concert. I paused, and I was like, and this is what's funny is I bought the VIP ticket when they came out. The tickets came out 2 months before, I think 3 months before. So I was like, I'm going for Trey Songz. I'm a big fan. I love R&B. I need to see this concert. Yeah. And here a week before, somebody calls you and says, we want you to host a concert.
So it's VVIP now.
This is all access VVIP. I don't even know what to call it, because then when the guy came, I couldn't believe it, because then I had to host the press conference as well. It's kind of like if they invite the media, you're not allowed to ask questions first. It's us. We ask him the question. So he came through and he's like, hey, what's up? Hey, and he's so cool. And this guy passing, you're thinking, is this really the guy? And you're like, damn. Mama, I made it or something. I don't know. I'm standing next to Trey Songz. And it doesn't end there, because then the guy is so cool. Like, he's so welcoming. Whereby we're singing his song. It's like, I did a little test, and I'm like, if you want to ask a question, you have to do, yep. And it's like, who wants to do it best? And it's like, it's probably you, homie. It's probably you, man. He's so cool. Yeah. Every time I see him, I'm like, that's my boy. Yeah. And he reached that stage whereby we were interacting so much, and then he saw my haircut, because I'm like, yo, we'll cut your hair. And I'm like, yeah, I've got a guy called Fernando. And he's like, tell him to come to the hotel. I'm like, are you serious? And this was during his sound check, because I want to see his sound check, because I sing and I want to see how these guys prepare for the concert. And I went there early. I was at the stadium with my CD. I'm like, I hope this guy signs my CD. And what was hard about it is that he's got an entourage of 28 people.
28?
Wow.
Yes, they're all checked into a hotel, and you're there trying to get your CD signed, and the manager's looking at you like, yeah. So I was so persistent. Like, I asked her, can I sign it now? And he's like, no, come through. That's when he asked me about the haircut. But he signed my CD, and then it's pretty much just cool. He's somebody you would want to chill with the whole day. I think if before I met him, I'd say I want to chill with Drake, because he also looks like one of those guys. But Trigger is also on that list as well. But what's good is I would like to tell people, like, I think limiting yourself sometimes. We have this fear of I can't do it. I think I'll leave it for the people who can do it. I think that's what I've learned over the past days. I think there's nothing you can't do if you really put your mind to it. Because I've done everything in Namibia. Not really everything that I think I can. Shooting documentaries, DJing in the club, serving at a party or whatever, performing at a school event, speaking in front of the school, orientation, helping people to do stuff. I don't know. I was just pretty much a busybody, I think.
Wow.
Did you get exhausted at some point?
Yes. Yeah, that's why relationships, when they work out, when you meet a girl the first time, you're so cool, and listen, it's not gonna work. I'm so I am not lying to you. It's a private story, but I think it's something that people should do in the beginning. When you meet somebody, let them know the drill. I remember meeting my previous girlfriend like last year, and she's like, you know what? No, we can't just be chilling. You're cool, so if you're either gonna date me or not. And I'm like, listen, I explained all my previous, it doesn't work out because I'm so busy. Not that I don't have time for you, but you're gonna start thinking I'm cheating, because maybe the girls that are on my Facebook or my Twitter or my Instagram, the comments, and then I'm DJing, you think I'm doing something else. It's pretty much, even if I'm not, But that's what just happens sometimes when you feel for someone too much. I think I would do the
So
same.
right now, Paul the Prince is single.
Yes.
Okay.
So do you feel it's better to date somebody in the industry?
Oh, my brother. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
No, okay, not in the industry. I think if you're gonna date, look for somebody in on your level, not in the level of thinking, if I should say that. If you're busy and Ravishing is busy, you can have a similar job maybe. You know she's at work.
True.
You're not gonna be texting her the whole day. Why aren't you replying? And I'm like, hey, I'm on radio. I can't speak and reply. I have to change the songs. And
It's true.
Exactly.
True.
Okay, it looks like you're preaching to the choir.
But I mean, it's true. Like, ladies, just understand. If your man, okay, some people lie about being busy, but if you trust somebody, and you trust him when you're together, let him be him at work. Like, separate it. And then when you come back from work, don't start asking funny questions like, no, you just act like you're busy sometimes, but you're not. I think it's better to text or speak to somebody when you're in the right frame of mind. Because imagine if you're stressed and then you say something wrong, like, okay, leave me alone. Then she's gonna get offended. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like basically find someone who understands you.
Yes, who understands you, your level of thinking. In fact, that should be the beginning in the first place. In fact, let somebody who shares your dreams and your goals. That is important,
And
because
help
if
you
you understand
motivate.
that I have a concert to do today and I'm going to DJ and then I'm going to come back late, maybe you can come with me. If you don't mind.
Yeah.
If you're not coming, don't buzz my phone, because then I'm working. I told you where I'm going. I think you need someone like that. Yeah. No.
Okay, the sisters are taking note.
You've spoken, man. You've spoken.
Yeah. So that was my year. Yeah.
I was reading an interview that you did way back in 2011, right?
Yeah.
And they asked you like people that influence you, and Trey Songz was among those people.
Yes.
So when I saw you standing next to Trey Songz, it's like, wow, like it's actually come to pass.
Yeah. That's
So
what I
Chris
was,
Brown, Neo.
Chris Brown, he might be coming this year, by the way, to Windhoek. He might be coming, but I don't know if I'm going to do the concert or not.
Yeah.
But either way, I just need to see the guy.
You probably will.
Okay, but that's what I was saying. Like, that could be the highlight. In fact, it probably is, because you don't understand how it is. Even Boyz II Men, I think I saw them at the time, because these are people. I remember when I told my sister, like, listen, I'm going to be hosting Trey Songz concert today. Oh my goodness, you used to sing the songs in the living room. She remembers.
Yeah.
And this is like back in the day, like 2007, 2006.
Yeah.
I can't help but wait. Those songs, you know what I mean? I never went to any choir. Those are the songs I learned singing too. Chris Brown's album, Chris Brown and Usher from My Way and all that. Michael Jackson, I used to dance. That's why I dance as well. Trey Songz as well is one who gave me probably part of the game. When you approach a lady, don't be too rough. Hey, where you going? Just and it's so smooth. Just go there. What's up, baby? How you doing? Can I help you with that bag? Are you good? That's.
Oh my god!
You get different elements from different people. Yeah. And no. But he's a good singer. He's a good performer as an artist. You know how long his concert was?
How long?
He performed for almost 2 hours live, no backtrack. Okay, he had a band, but yeah, live for almost 2 hours. And and after the concert, this is what's so good about it, because he tells me, I like your hustle. This guy's want to see me for 2 days. Yeah. I like the way you're working. You're thinking, and you're gonna be great. Shakes my hand, then we take that picture. He gives a hug. That's my boy.
Dude,
and this is somebody you don't even know.
Nobody can ever bring you down after that. Who's gonna say, oh, gosh,
but for me,
but I would like to know, after going through that experience and bringing it back home, you're an artist, you're still a Zambian artist.
Yes, yeah.
What have you brought to the music here at home in Zambia? What have you learned from him, or what did you see him do that you want other artists to also, incorporate into their music here?
What I've learned a lot from the 2 big concerts I've seen, especially the Trey Songz concert, is if you want people to pay you a lot of money for a concert, first of all, bring the quality that is expected with that kind of money. Basically, if you're gonna have a live band, let it be good quality sound. At the end of the day, what is disappointing is going to a concert and the sound so bad, you know what I mean, and you're just there jumping, hey, but these guys are so coordinated. I think what I've learned is it doesn't hurt to rehearse for something. That's when it comes out better, because that's the only shot you have to entertain these people. That's the only the only impression you're gonna give them. Trey Songz was here, the concert was wonderful, yay, you know what I mean? That's what you're gonna leave. So practice for it, get ready for it. Other people, like, if you got a show tomorrow, okay, cool, I'll come. We get 5 people, jump on stage. I think that's pretty much gonna be phasing out soon. I'd rather buy a CD and whatever, because what am I coming to watch?
True.
You're singing your song, playback, and then it's just people jumping, and then you get off the stage. I need a different experience, because then there we have, like, for example, let me give you an example. Slow motion. The lights go off. The girl comes on, she does a couple of flips, and then he's there, he's dancing with her, and then he moves to the front, he sings it, then they're doing something on the chair, and that's something different from the song. It would have been different if you come on and just singing and just standing there, you know. So what I've learned is preparation, practice your craft. Those guys were absolutely on point, even for the sound check. It was hectic. No, don't stand there. Hey, the cable. Hey, and you know, it's a team. You know, don't work alone as well. I think what I've learned is don't work. We love working alone here.
We do,
wow, we love working alone. I just realized that. I just realized when I saw that we love working alone. This guy is just in charge of the stage. That was him. Stage, where the chair is going, that mic is going to be there. The band, the equipment is fine. This guy is just there for the sound, like the way he's on the mixer. Yeah, that's it. Now he's not doing any other job, because here you're gonna have one guy who's playing the music and it's just you, and I don't know. So I've learned, don't work alone.
Yeah, don't work alone.
If you want to get to the African stage, okay. If it's local, I think it's fine, because I think here as well people don't pay what is required for a concert. I don't think I would strong arm people and say, look, you should be practicing, bring a band. I know here maybe you don't get 20,000 kwacha. Maybe that's not even a lot of money these days. Groceries are expensive. True. But yeah, you know, you don't get 50,000 kwacha for a concert. If people are paying that much money, then definitely you want to get a band and the best sound in the country. But I think working with your means, but every time you go on stage as artists, I think we should do a show that's going to leave an impression on people. Like for myself, my philosophy is, even if I'm performing for 10 people, I'll do like I'm doing for 10,000. You know, I'll leave the place sweating. Yo, that was a nice performance, and that's what makes me feel happy. When at the end of the day someone comes in, that was a good performance. Yeah. So that's what I picked up. You know, preparation, hard work.
Okay, amazing stuff. Remember, we have Paul the Prince in the studio with us, guest hosting the show. If you have anything to ask, you could go over to our Facebook page as Power FM Zambia, or on Twitter at Power FM Zambia, and we'll be able to relay the information. Stay tuned, it's Power FM. That's the power play for this week, and today you are voting whether you want it to go for another week or not. It's Wheels with Animal, produced by Beat Messiah. And remember, in the studio we still have Paul the Prince. Yes.
It's up the applause though.
Paul the Prince is in the studio. If you have a question, remember, all you have to do is head over to our Facebook page. It's Power FM Zambia. There's a post there. Let us know what you want to say.
The freshest, slickest, and fastest drive time show in the motherland. Route 997.
All right, Paul the Prince is still with us in the studio. All right, now you were signed under K Army at one point.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was doing my first album there. I wasn't really signed at the point. I remember when I was bringing my first songs to Ravishing. I won't forget, because actually she's the first person who played my music. Yeah. Okay. I did. It was an album, but I think it's not being an album anymore, because we didn't release it the way it was supposed to be. So this is kind of like my debut album, if I should say it like that. 17 tracks. I'm gonna send you an exclusive. I think you have it now. So this one is something different. It's something I've been working on my own. That one, it had a direction a lot from Daxon. Of course, I appreciate his input, because it really made me grow musically. Because you know he's a professional, my Africa and everything. You know, and it made me realize it's not easy. You know, sometimes you get into a studio, you think you're gonna get studio time, but it never really happens like that. But K Army was a very, very great experience. I met a lot of people.
Who do you feature on the album?
Let me look at my track list before I forget somebody. Okay, I have my track list here. Yeah, just to make sure I don't forget somebody. But it has a lot of names with artists from Namibia. I have people like Adora. She's a fantastic singer rather. Ooh, did I say sinner? Yeah. Okay, so I have Adora, and I have a guy called KP Illis. He's one of the best rappers there as well. And then there's a lady called Otea. She was the best female artist at last year's Namibian Anime Music Awards. Okay. She was Female Artist of the Year. Florita as well, R&B Artist of the Year 2 times in a row. And I have Bethode. Ooh, this guy's got a voice though. He features in a song called Raindrops. I have YT from Nigeria. You have that song. I also have Kachinga, and then there's a feature from the United States as well, Anthony Faulkner. Yeah, he's on a song called Addicted. So the album is not really, I wouldn't say it's an R&B album. It's an urban album. Yeah. Because the first song is a trap beat. The second song, Nakupenda, is kind of like Kizomba. You know, the third song, Marry You, is a Nigerian flavor to it. I've got songs like Your Name, Nigerian as well. Through the Window is hip hop. I have an R&B song with Florita and Bethod as well. And then the song I sent you is a Zambian beat. It's proper, and the guy who produced it's from Malawi. And I was surprised. He played me the beat, and I'm like, I want that beat. I want to make a song for Zambia. So the song, I don't know if you have it yet, but it's called Boza. I think I picked that one out of everything because it kind of features what goes on in relationships these days.
Away from everything you just said.
Away from that part. This is that typical. I don't know if they call it Zambian. I don't know if people say Zambians lie a lot in relationships. Too smooth. It's too smooth. Yeah. So Boza talks about this girl. She who says she's with her friends, but she's lying. She's another guy. But you're telling her you just want to forget her because you lied to me. I think I'm one of those people. When I meet you, I trust you 100. But the more you do wrong stuff, the less I trust you. Some people do it the other way around. Maybe they meet you and 0% trust, and then but obviously it's different with other guys because that's how you get robbed. But kind of like when I'm talking about like girls, like when you meet, because you can't trust everybody. Here are my keys, then your car is gone. But when it comes to like ladies or like relationships with people, it's kind of like if you met somebody through like maybe Chromes, I trust him 100 right now. The day he does me wrong is the day I'm gonna drop maybe 20% and maybe 40 and whatever. And then until you don't vibe with me anymore. So that's how it is in this song. Like you just want to forget her. On to the next.
And what about videos? How's this year looking with videos?
I just opened a Vivo channel. Shout out to Z Music. So we're trying to do as many quality videos as possible because they have these standard things that. Why is my video? But this year we're trying to get I'm trying to shoot for Too Bad. I like almost all the songs on the album, and it's gonna be difficult to pick.
What do you mean almost? Some of the songs you didn't like?
No, it's not done yet. It's still being mastered.
Oh.
Yeah, from what I've heard.
Okay.
Maybe I didn't tell you how I record my music yet. This is what happens. The producer plays me a beat. I like that beat. Let's start recording. That's how we start. Okay. I can have the lyrics on my phone. I write the lyrics as I play the beat. But when I go home, I forget what that song was all about.
Really?
Until I get it. Yeah. Like I do as many songs as possible. Like I also have a mic in my room. I remember last year I got a mic and then I would record from my room because my ideas are like that. When I hear a beat, this is what I want to sing on it. If I hear it next time, I'll change. It'll be something different. Yeah. So even like for Too Bad, if I did not meet YT that day and told him, listen, I've got a beat for you. Yeah. I don't think it would have been that song. It would have been something different. Really? Yeah. So that's how my songs have been working. But I'm proud of what I've made so far. In fact, I like the whole album. If I remember what we put in the studio, that is a quality album for me. But anyway, I don't want to toot my own horn. You let me know when
which Zambian artists are you listening to right now?
Definitely on my playlist. But Susha Bokoshi, if that's what it's called.
I saw you posted about it.
You saw me, right?
Yeah.
No, because I heard that song for the first time. I heard it in the club because I went out for the first time 2 weeks ago. Was it last week? My friend came from Namibia and he said, we're club hopping today. Yeah. He came at 1:30 a.m. and he said, we're not sleeping. And that's exactly what we did. We went to Chicago's, went to Vegas Mystique, and then we went to Hollywood City. No, we went to Hollywood City. That song plays Sunshine Bokos. And I remember when there's a DJ, who did the song? It's like Tony Breezy. And I went on my phone, I searched for it, and then I got it from Zambian Music Blog. I don't know what that website is. And then I've been playing that the whole weekend. But I gotta say big up to Mikey 2 and Israel for that Lolo Lolo song. It's I think people really like the beat, but the issues it's talking about are real issues. I think it's really important, in relationships and marriages. Sometimes you just need to keep quiet. Lolo.
Hush now.
Yeah. So that's what I'm vibing to. I'm listening to Tony Breezy and Maki 2.
All right. So tell us, how's the reception of Zambian music in Namibia?
My brother, if Zambians only knew how much Zambian music is played there, they'll be having concerts every week. Because I remember one time Mampi came through, our concert was packed. Packed. Even when Exile came that time, Chameleon just came. Yeah, it was Chameleon. Yeah. Okay, we've had a lot of Zambian artists over the past couple of years, but Zambian music is played a lot because when you go to Caprivi, it's now called the Zambezi region. It's the border between Zambia and Namibia. That area there, they speak Lozi, but they listen to a lot of Zambian music because of the number of Zambian people that go there and back. Yeah. So it comes to Vinduk as well, because when you play a Zambian song like Amarula, I remember I played it for the first time in the club last year, and automatically people started dancing. Because when I left here, I like to promote Zambian music. I play Zone Fam on radio. I play anything that's nice. Like even this one, the Lolo Lolo song. If I go in the club and I'm DJing, I'll play it. especially the Tony Breeze song, because I feel like when you go there, you don't have to change and forget where you're from. You know, as much as people don't really like elevating each other, I feel that's what I like to do. Even if people don't notice it, I won't call and say, "Hey, I'm playing a song in the club now. Yeah, you owe me one." No, I just feel,
Listen.
Can you hear the crowd? Can you hear the crowd?
No, I just feel it's important. If we all do that, then we're elevating Zambian music as a whole. You know,
True.
It's not all about yourself. We really need to stop thinking about ourselves sometimes. If I don't even play my song in the club, even on radio, I find it weird. How am I gonna? Yo, what's up? Coming up next is Paul the Prince.
Yeah.
It's my song, by the way. You know, you see how it sounds so conceited. I think I've never really been a conceited person.
Yeah.
You know, people think I am, but it's just I can't play my own song in the club unless somebody requests for it. Hey, can you play Don't Tell? And I'm like, oh, cool.
And that's when you play it.
And then I play it. Yeah, I really find it difficult. I remember I was in a restaurant one time. It's just a story, and my video played because they have a screen.
Yeah.
And I think I was trying to hide the whole time. Then because this girls are pointing, that's the guy. It's just like
Yeah. There you go. So you know, when you started off with your career, there were those Chris Brown complexes that came with it. How did you fight that off?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That has been the hardest part of life.
Yeah.
The problem is that I was put in a box because of the song I did on Teen Star. That was 2007. I did Run It.
Run It. I remember that.
I did Run It. I'm looking for that video because I think that's one of the best moments of my life. I went there to have fun, and I did have fun. Yeah, okay. You know, here's the story behind that. I want to do Icebox by Omarion. But how it worked is, if we have the instrumental, you sing the song. They did not have the instrumental. So I said, okay, what do you have? We've got Chris Brown, Run It. I'm like, oh, cool. And the show is tomorrow. So yeah, I did Run It, and I also did it for the final. And everybody then, they used to Paul Breezy, you know. Hey, that guy just wants to be Chris Brown.
Paul Breezy.
Yeah.
I remember that.
But what is so annoying is people even start hating you for no reason. I don't like that guy. He just wants to be Chris Brown. They don't even know the story behind it. And honestly, I've been trying to do music. If you listen to my songs, I think I don't really sound like Chris Brown. Honestly, I don't know. Like, personally, I don't think. Because if you listen to Chris Brown,
there wasn't a little bit of inspiration from Chris Brown.
No, inspiration is there.
Yeah.
As I mentioned my inspirations last time, you know, Usher, Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, Trey Songz, I have Neo, I have everybody. I draw everything from one thing from everybody, but everybody else said it's Chris Brown. As long as it's R&B, it's Chris Brown. And that's the problem I had. But when I went there, that's why I didn't want to do music. I didn't tell you the story behind it. I got to UNAM 2012 and I'm like, I'm not doing music here. They just say I'm doing music like Chris Brown. It really, I think it put a weight on me. Like, I didn't have confidence in my music.
Yeah.
Until somebody heard my song in the room. Hey, you do music too, man. Why don't you come and perform next week at la la la? And I'm like, oh, for real? Yeah. So that's how I started my own music journey there. Yeah. So I think that break that I had has made people forget about it.
Yeah.
A little, yeah. But if you listen to my new songs, I think it's different.
I get the sense that, you know, Namibia kind of embraced you more than Zambians did.
They did. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Why do you think that happened? And it's pretty sad. It makes me sad.
It makes me sad as well. I think we're having a discussion with Kachinga the other day. It's like, why are people appreciating our stuff away from home?
Even Kachinga, it's the same thing.
Even Kachinga, the same thing. His video's been number one. Always seeing his singles. His 4 singles have been number one on your countdown. But when you come here, hey, Uja your body, hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I do not know what is wrong with the Zambian audience sometimes. I'm not saying there's something wrong exactly, but I think we need to move away from discriminating music. And okay, I think I'll call it discriminating against music, because honestly, if you're not doing it, why are you talking bad about it? Why? If you're not doing it, I like a line from this MT guy, the roll-up song. If you have that, you gotta play that for me real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, do it if you think you're better.
Yeah.
He says that in the song. I've got ways, I've got super mega. Do it if you think you're better. But I think people need to move away from PhD, as I say, pull him down. Because even for me, I'll tell you, it became hard sometimes. People don't really know it. You're trying to do music, but people are not appreciating. So you feel like I shouldn't do this anymore. Yeah, because I do my music, I think I do it for myself until I started releasing it. I've got a lot of songs that are not out. That's why I said 2 years, because I recorded a lot and it was a selection process. And I didn't think of releasing it because I knew Zambia was probably not going to buy it. But there's a lot of people here that listen to it. I'm not even going to say it's everybody. Yeah. But there's a lot of people that appreciate. But then again, there's a lot of people that don't want to embrace R&B and this other kind of genres. If you're not doing I call it a Zambian beat, then we're not going to vibe to your music.
And even just singing in the local language.
Exactly.
If you're not doing it in local language, we're not going to vibe to your music. But look at how they're doing it internationally. Look at AK, he's doing music in English and he's in the States, and you know what I mean. But South Africa still embrace him because it should come down to music and what it is to you, rather than why isn't he doing it in Nyanja? I'm not gonna play. It's not Zambian music. It's a Zambian person doing music, so it's Zambian music. So yeah, I think that's what was sad for me as well, because now they're calling me Namibian, but I'm not. I always say I'm from Zambia.
You were telling us a story in the background how people there are saying, "Come back home." Paul,
exactly. I got a message this morning. Hey, come back home, and I'm like, I'm at home. And I'm there with my Shima. I'm like, I'm at home, bro. I was so happy. I was looking forward to Shima, Yeah, but people are telling me to come back home, but this is home. I'm at home right now. That is my second home, because even the article they wrote, they said our adopted son.
I saw that.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, like, this is great. Like, I never thought I was going to be called that ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for people to accept you like that, that really just shows you how much they appreciate what you're doing.
So you think you're gonna relocate and just stay in Namibia, where you're getting the most love? Think about it. I mean, they love you.
They do love me.
We love you too here.
They love me too
but
here.
They give you a lot of love over there.
They give me a lot of love. But, at the end of the day, it's going to come down to career decisions, because I'm graduating this year. Thank God. So whatever career options come through, because I'm still working with the NBC until December. So I'll see what goes on from there. I'm using it as a springboard, and I'm still working with Kumwesu as well. But Kumwesu, again, wherever I am is where I do the content. When I'm in Namibia, I still do the show. And when I'm here, I do the show. So it will come down to what I feel like, I think. But it's better. It's better there. It is better. No. Not. I'm talking about the economy, brother, man. Let's talk about the groceries, though.
You guys have load shedding over
My
there.
brother, there is no load shedding, but there's no load shedding, and all the roads are tarred in the city. But that's not the point.
But this is home.
But that's not the point. Home is home. What I'm talking about is disappointing to go into a shop and 1,000 is not enough for groceries.
That's true.
Guys,
That's crazy.
what is I made a braai New Year's Eve for my cousin and myself, because we're trying to celebrate the year. And I think that bill, I bought about 8 items and it was 500 kwacha. And I was thinking, this is not the kind of money I was spending before. Now it's like 500 kwacha is not money, but yeah. What I see is that they changed the currency, kinda, because DSTV there is like it's 699 rand.
So if you
And
if you had to stay in Namibia, it would be the lifestyle there is.
It's affordable.
Okay. So we have a few comments on Facebook very quickly. This is from Logan saying has he featured any big Zambian artists in his album? Please play Rewind or Your Name done by him. Another one says, say hi to the young man Paul the Prince. XY Power. Okay, keep representing Team Z. Proud of you, brother. Paul, what's up, man? What were you studying in Namibia? And then this one's from Paxi saying, love him, he inspires me. And the last one says, doing big things, man.
I love you too, Paxi.
What are you
real
studying?
quick.
What were you studying?
Yeah, just real quick. I love you too, Paxi. I don't know who you are, but shout out to you. Okay. I was pursuing a degree, Bachelor of Arts Media Studies. It has 2 things. You major in 2 things, so it's media and drama. You have to pick, but I'm majoring in media and drama. Media is my major, drama is my minor, and it's a 4-year course, and it was not easy. but yeah, what's funny is that people don't really see these courses as relevant. When you say you're going to study media, and they're like, media. Yeah, where are you going to work? Are you coming to steal Chrome's job? You know what I mean? Yeah. No, what I like about it is my dad has always been supportive. I remember I didn't think I was going to go there, because I remember telling him about it, and he's like, no, going abroad is always expensive. And I'm like, okay, cool. But then he told me himself, you know what, you love the media. We see you walking to movie TV, and you love what you do. I used to walk when I don't have transport sometimes,
Yeah, I remember I saw a post, you said that.
Yeah, I used to walk, it was not easy. I don't want to be that guy always asking, hey, Dad, I need transport money. Yeah, so he told me, he saw the passion I had for it, and he said, you know what, go do your thing. Yeah. Even my music, he was at the final for the Teen Star competition, and he's always been supportive. Even now when I tell him I'm going back, he's not like, hey, why aren't you just staying here and working for maybe Power FM? He's like, do your thing, discover yourself. So I think that has really helped me decide my career choice, because if you love what you do, I know you don't feel like you're at work right now, right?
Oh man, I'm having fun.
Exactly. We're here, we're just talking.
True. Yeah.
So yeah, it's media. That's the answer for Kaiser.
Yeah.
All right, so you said the album drops 31st of this month. Can't wait for it to come out. It's going to be on the online retail stores first.
But it's I love my peoples. You guys, I called you guys when I was there, and I'm here again. So what I'm going to do is, before it's even out, before I leave, I'll come here and we sample all the songs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotta do that.
Yeah, exclusively to Power FM.
Yeah. All right, Paul the Prince, thank you very much for joining us on the show. Really
Then
appreciate it.
awesome.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Wait, hold on. Am I leaving now? There's traffic outside, right? Can I like wait a little, listen to some music?
Oh, you can stick around. But
I'll stick around. I'll stick around a little.
All right, so we have an exclusive, a song that we're gonna play for the first time.
Yes, nobody's heard this one yet, except
Yeah.
for the people who swung by my room one time when I was trying to figure out what songs to put in my album. It's called Boza. I hope you're gonna like this one. Did it for my Zambian people, so they say I don't do music in Nyanja. Here we go.
Boza. Check it out. It's happening right here on Route 997. Chromes, Ravishing, K-Bangs, and Port-au-Prince. Yeah. Stay tuned. It's powered-